the video itself. There you go. Good job.
Last episode of Battlezone TV, the short fuse, JJ Hughes chose the right path. He joined Team Ready. And he helped us take out that little face-painted freak, A Wicked. Now we got a plan. We coming for them gold. We're gonna go through everybody in the tag division. Tell them who we already took out. We took out the Cartiers, Fat Tony and Rick Cartier. Knocked them right out of the company. Then them little two D&D, Dumb and Dumber, and then the Sons of Sanity. Who else is on the list? It don't matter. We already took out the two big dogs, Benjamin Brody and John Campbell. We'll take out every single person in the tag division, the Dean Boys. We'll take out the Hammer Brothers. It don't matter who you put together. But check this out. We got a team that's number 1 on our list. This is Team Ready's Home Invasion. Part 1. Look at where we at. We at your homes. Oh, we at here. Oh, D&D. Dork and Doofus. Are you ready for the P Double Dizzle and James Dillinger? Where we come for you? We're grown men. We don't play games, boy.
Hello and welcome to Wrestling with Horrors live post-show coverage of AEW Dynamite. I'm Etep from Wrestling with Horror, joined by my panel, but one special guest that you saw in that opening segment, the other half of the world's greatest tag team, still champions after 2,507 57 days, 57
a whole fucking
days,
month,
a lot of days. James motherfucking Dillinger, what's going on, bro? Welcome.
I'm just happy to be here.
Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you. We both got we're both showing off the old.
We'll got it there, right next to my Jericho.
We'll just cover this up. Yeah, we're showing off the old.
Put your hand up like that. Cover your face.
Which hand? Right there. There we go. That's better. That's better.
Why the fuck do I look like Matt Cardona in that picture?
You do. I was like, I'm looking at him. I was like, Jesus Christ, my fucking arms were huge then. God. Yeah, it's fucking sad, bro. That was 7. We've been tag champions.
You were not God.
Years. No, I was. I thought I was. But no, we're joined by the rest of the horsemen this evening. Draven is here. He's got Pop Sting over there.
Hey there. How you doing?
Listen, young man. Wait, hang on. I'll do the fucking voice. Hang on. You listen here, young man. You tap out. I've got you in the Scorpion Deathlock, young man. We've got to get the Country Kitchen buffet before 3:30. It's supper time. Thanks.
Speaking of Matt Cardona, do you want to see the best fucking photo bomb of a Matt Cardona picture? Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Yes, send it to me on Facebook.
Facebook.
So we got Vinny's here. What's up, Vinny?
What's up, everybody? It's always fun to be here, even if we had to suffer through some AEW. But there was at least one good match. So
yeah. And
out of the 3 matches,
three matches. So you gotta wait. So what you're telling me is there was 3 matches, right? There was 3 matches, and 1 out of 3 of those matches was good. So
they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go 1-on-1 with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm.
Okay, Scott, settle down. It wasn't.
So I threw that picture to you. Look at that photo bomb in the back.
All right. We'll let me share this. And while I'm getting that ready, we have also, as I said, he has Semitism in his soul. Hebrew icon, Chunkus Rhodes. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, happy to be here.
Good to have you, man. I'm going to share this picture here from James. It's good to have you as always, sir. It came out extremely small, but
why?
I don't know. That's how it showed.
That's weird. Let me try to resave it. I don't know.
Yeah. Enhance. But so we watched AEW. What's up, Papa?
I don't know. I'm gonna email.
All right. We watched AEW's 250th episode tonight, and overall, as a show, it was an AEW show, but we were treated to what Tony Khan could have made a lot of money off of, and that was a 1 hour match between MJF and Will Osprey, who was the international champion?
Yes.
The international champion
Yeah.
for the title. And I didn't take many notes during this because I was watching them. It was a fucking great match. Like, I know we talked about some of it. And if you are a brain buster on Patreon for $2 a month, you can watch those last two shows with us over there on patreon.com/wrestlingwithhorror420. The pacing, I said that one of the things I said was the pacing that this match was fucking perfect, like all the way through. But I can't get past the fact that they gave this match away on free TV. I mean, I know what you're trying to do, but Jesus, dude, it's just.
Oh, it hurt. It was so awful.
I know. All I'm seeing is money going down the drain, Chris. I wonder why that is.
Oh, it hurts so much.
Yeah. Well,
Damn,
well,
Papa.
well,
I-
you know.
And I thought Adam was bad with the gay shit.
Ouch, man. Ouch.
Oh, no.
I feel you.
Does this make it better?
Scissor me timber.
Is that better for you, Papa? Is that
Did he
better?
get clean?
Was. I was missing that. I got a couple of those I gotta send to Draven.
He said a Palestine flag that he's putting in the chat.
No, that's a gay flag.
Oh.
So that's the Palestine Air Force.
He's got the scissors.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
So the match had great pacing, really good psychology all the way through. I mean, like I said, I'm really rough on Will Osprey at times. I know I clown, but the guy is fucking really, really. He can put on amazing matches. It's just a lot of the times the storytelling is lost upon him. And I made this joke in my last AEW, the video I did. Let me get my controller. This is a Will Osprey match right here. Just
Yeah, but this match there was like good psychology and like they actually like worked on body parts.
Yeah.
They mix each other's styles well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just fucking let's get our shit in, you know.
Yep. Well, yeah, it never devolved into that because, as I was saying during the commentary, you've got MJF and there's the heel, and that motherfucker's a general.
Yep.
He's a general. I mean, there's no shortage of his knowledge and psychology. So he's gonna, obviously they talked this out, at length, ad nauseum probably, but I mean, I'm sure there's probably a few spots where MJF was like, well, why don't we do this? But there's a lot of mutual respect there between those two as performers, which it really shined. It did. Like everything about that match was fucking fantastic tonight.
Oh yeah.
The apron spot got me though. That shit on the apron, the styles clash, especially on the apron.
No good way to take that for either one.
Nope. Nobody comes out of that unscathed. It's a bad, and there's such a proliferation and prominence of that spot now that people are just, everybody has to do an apron spot like at least twice a match.
Oh, yeah.
Like even if it's two fucking Joe Schmo and Sandy Beach, working the opener, they got to do a fucking apron spot. And it's like, you shouldn't be doing main event shit in the fucking opener. Like tonight, while I don't like the spots, I understand why they were aiming to put on a fucking banger that made Uncle Dave go, oh God, it was a great match, Brian. It was a great match. That's but no, this is worthy of all the adulation and all the praise that it should receive, because this was storytelling and fucking great wrestling with some high spots in it, but only when they made sense. Like I said, sans the apron spot, that never makes sense to me. The table spot looked rough, but I mean, I think they were both good after it. So it it came across well. We just didn't have
The
a good
production
angle.
team could have had better. They could have did
Yeah.
better. They fucked
Yes.
up the finish too, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. The camera work during that was very shy.
I didn't
If
mind
you
the
didn't-
finish because I liked the like thinking that he did it clean, and then you get the reveal of the ring on the ground, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, but like blink and you missed it. Like
Yeah.
you're selling a move. You're supposed to be telling a story here.
Yeah.
If somebody like gets distracted by a bug fart and they miss the story, then that's bad storytelling. And
You need to hire
don't think
Xander.
Yeah.
So there's a guy that used to do camera for us named Xander. Fucking, I was at a WWE show. Like my buddy was like, I got these free WWE tickets for like Saginaw. I went down there. That dude's fucking doing camera for WWE. Like I went up to they like had a short intermission because it was like a house show or whatever, but they were recording anyway. But oh fuck, I hit my head.
Oh.
Fuck up. But anyway, I went up.
We're
I was
live,
like, I gotta
pal.
go say hi to somebody, and like I fucking go upstairs. Yeah, Xander was doing camera for WWE at their house show.
Damn. That's fucking because I thought he worked for the Spirit and stuff too. So that's probably
He
how
does. It was at Dow, yeah. So like,
yep, that's how he got that's cool though. Good for him.
Yeah.
Because he was doing our shit for IWE back in the day. But no, this camera work that's the only complaint I really have about the match was some of the angles, the way they were shot, and their cuts weren't clean when they were, going back and forth between the cameras. The timing was off. But I mean, the match itself was, this was literally, and I don't like say it, but this was a 5-star. It absolutely was. Like this is, I think so. I do.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm being too generous with that either. I mean,
I'm not a big fan of the whole like this is a star kind of thing. Like, but it was a good match overall. It's probably it's up there for. I don't want to say match of the year, but it's a decent match.
Yeah, it was really fucking good.
In the loads of shit that we've been getting.
Oh my god, yeah. Which we'll get. We have shit coming up. We have a lot of shit coming up to talk
Draven,
about.
I want you to be our Dave Meltzer. Give it away.
You got to start stuttering and dyeing your hair, though. Okay, we need you to do that.
Geez,
Draven.
so I gotta
Hold
grow
on,
up.
I'll send the cheese grater you can put on your face for the
Oh Jesus! He's not Bubba Ray. He's not Bubba Ray Dudley. Settle down.
Oh Jesus!
Wait, Edward James almost.
Oh jeez!
I don't know. Almost.
American me. Now I want you to drop your nutsack strap. Never mind. I
emailed you that photo of that photo, Bob.
All right, let me pull that one up.
I sent you a messenger on message too, or messenger, message on messenger. Also.
All right. We had let's see. So Styles Clash, April. Yeah, I said this was a banger. The post-match shit with MJF selling with the oxygen mask.
Yep.
That
was
again, fucking great.
Every time he's like Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he'd fucking take a poof of the oxygen.
But I like the stairs. They're fun. I'm sorry.
I'm interested to see where they go next with MJF because he had mentioned that he wants to go through all your faves basically.
Is this hair
All the pictures are coming out small, dude. Like they're all coming out that same size. Like I
Is it
just
because
looked
you're
at.
setting him on Facebook?
No, he
Team
emailed me.
Boomer. That's what it is. Not Team Ratings. It's Team Boomer.
I fucking hate you, Draven.
Don't you have like?
and Draven was gone. I'm just kidding. I'll bring him back.
Oh, he can find. He can find the button, but he can't figure out how to use a computer.
This mother.
Oh damn!
But that's it.
I don't know. It's fine on my fucking phone. Anyway.
Yeah,
Well, the phone
here.
saves 2 versions of the image.
So,
nice.
So anyway, in the background, fucking Santino photo bombs his fucking picture with the most hilarious.
Oh, that's
awesome.
Nice.
Fucking Santino Marella, the Cobra, the fucking Cobra. But no, so yeah, now they got to do something with MJF and this title. Is he gonna be a belt collector?
Yeah, I hope so. I know they still have the Garcia thread, like with him coming back at some point. I know they have the Swerve thread. He still hasn't gotten his comeuppance against Joe after losing to him. So, and I know Joe's going to be out for a while because they're filming season two of Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
Nice.
Yep.
That's why they did the Forklift angle with him last week.
What was that?
The Forklift Certified, where he he got put through a wall while he was on the front of a forklift.
Yep. Yeah,
he killed him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. That was not forklift certified OSHA, and there was a lot of people that were angry about that. There was angry letter. I'm just kidding. There wasn't angry letters. No. Everybody was talking about Kyle. Never mind. But you know what?
Fletching.
Kyle Felcher. What we didn't get during the main, and I know James was pissed because he really wanted this run in, but I was waiting for this to happen.
And in the corner, he stole this fucking gimmick and fucked this.
He did. He did at the end.
Yeah.
We would, and trust me, we know a thing or two about stealing gimmicks.
Oh yeah.
Are you supposed to cue the too sweet?
Either go like this or get my ex-wife off the screen. I can't do it.
I gotta do the rest. Wait, hang on. I gotta sit over here.
There you go.
Fucking stream.
Look how Jack you
You're
look.
gonna give yourself scoliosis to protect us.
I look. You can see one. You can see one of the belts here. I'll change my background.
We had 4. All 4.
Yeah, we had 4. Okay, so we were gonna have 6.
But this might get the fucking business.
Yeah, we went down, we cut a promo. They're like, we're gonna put the belts on you. I'm like, can we bring our other 4? And they're like, yeah. And then I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, I'm done. You want to let me come out on your TV program with 6 belts? Fuck this, I'm out.
We literally went out. They were like, just go out there and cut a promo. So we go out there and cut a promo. We've never worked at this place. We go to the locker room. They're like, well, the next show we're going to put the belts on you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And we came out, and I remember I was like, I'm going to do the Hall thing. You're like, what? I'm like, I'm going to do the Hall thing. I'm like, you know who we are, but what you don't know is why we're here. That was like the first fucking thing I said. They were booing us. It was fucking great. They're like, oh, they knew we were fucking heels. That was fantastic. Because that's what happens when you know how to be a fucking heel.
And how awesome would that be? Y'all just come down to the ring with your wheelbarrow full of belts, you know?
Yeah.
It's like Omega when he had all the belts.
He quit. I had to go out on the show. I had all 4 belts on it. So then fucking we go out there and like I have to say, okay, so all of Team Rating is a champion now. So then I'm like fucking Oprah. And I'm like, you get a belt and you get a belt and I'm just handing them to all the other members. Like we're all the champions. And then John's friend died, so then he got the belts.
Ooh.
I didn't get pinned.
We never lost him. 2,557 days.
Actually, rest in peace, Jeff. Like Jeff was my friend. I love Jeff, but they turned my friend's death into a storyline. He wasn't even a wrestler; he was just a fan. They turned it into a storyline.
Oh, wow.
And I've heard other fucking wrestlers that work for him. So like they can get mad all you want, but other guys that still work there complain to me about it. He turned his death into a storyline.
Yeah, and dude, I was friends with Jeff. He was a good dude. Jeff was a good man. Had a good fucking heart. Rest in peace. But yeah, he was a fantastic human being.
Oh yeah.
And to exploit that in an angle was very tasteless. But what up? Heat 3's here. He heard AEW. He showed up. Great match by Will and MJF. Dave will give it 7 stars. No, we have
7.5.
7.5 stars.
Yeah, geez, beat me to it, Chris.
Yeah, this is it. This is Ed McMahon. Star Search.
Mm-hmm.
And
7 3/4.
Hey, Jim, did you like the match?
Wait, was that the Nyla Rose match?
That was
terrible.
We'll get there to that guy because did you hear that guttural scream that gentleman let out during that match?
I thought that was it.
Yeah, that basically was the cornet yell. It was like, come on. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that mother's got more bass in his voice than some motherfucker sound like Luther.
Mm-hmm.
Not Luther Tony Storm's I'm talking Luther Vandross bass in his voice. Fucking Barry White over there.
Yeah, let's get it on.
Before we get to the intergender match of the evening, we had the learning tree segment with Chris and Big Bill and Creighton Duke, and they Creighton Duke. Brian Keith played Creighton Duke in Jason Goes to Hell. He had the Necronomicon, and it came out
and he teleported in the middle of the ring.
And no, Creighton Duke came out with the Necronomicon and summoned the zombie that is Murder Grandpa. And he came down and headbutted Chris Jericho in the face. And well,
and that doesn't work for me, brother.
So they're gonna work. They're gonna have a match. The two Murder Grandpas, the one with the caved-in chest and the one with the really bad haircut, are gonna have a match next week at Blood and Guts.
Yeah,
that's one. That's one doesn't work
for the FTW championship, which doesn't matter.
For the most worthless belt.
Yeah, that's why I said it doesn't matter.
On the face of the earth. Brother, I want a title belt, Paulie. Look, I got my own. And how that fucking belt is still around after all these years. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Dad's like, get my son Hook over. He's great. Give him this belt. No, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. So we got another match for Blood and Guts, and then we had didn't we have the big scrum? Wasn't the big scrum? No, that was after the main. We had the backstage we got the EVPs, the young cucks, Matt and Nikki, as Jim likes to say, which she's not wrong. God damn it. Yeah, with Cody. Sharts and Twinkle Toes McFinger Bang. The Shrieks and Outlaw Mud just Cody's old bro. And then up came walking Sasha Botchfest Banks. Mercedes draws no Monet. Heat 3 is melting down in the comments right now. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, and then Cody wanted her to do the dance, so instead of just asking her, because he's starstruck and he has a thing for her, apparently, he asked them to ask her to do the dance, so she does it, and then afterwards he's like, "Oh my god, I can't."
I want them to do the thing from How High, where he's like the Asian exchange student. I am Quan Cha Pradaji, where Cody walks up to her, to Mercedes, is like, I got the 2 inches of hard dick. I really want that to happen. It'd be fucking great.
I give you both inches. Both.
If they want to pop a rating, they'll say that.
The bitch, like when he says does something and then he can't speak English for shit, so he like looks in the camera and he's like bitches or whatever. That's been pretty funny.
He sounds like fucking what's his name? It's like Jar Jar with peanut butter in his mouth. That's Cody.
Yep. But
so we had that segment. We got the Mercedes Mone dance, which we can do that again. I hate to use the same music twice in the same night. We got to go back over to the Nitro thing here, and because it's got to happen. Where's it at? Because we're talking about Mercedes Mone in her dance, so we'll throw on her. Now he doesn't have the title anymore. I have to change the gift. Cody just creamed himself. All right. So after the Mercedes Mone and the EVPPs and Cody in his bad, poorly fitting suit, we went to the intergender match of the evening. Brandon versus Mercedes Mone, the double champion. And this was it was objectively speaking, it was a bad match. Like, I mean, we go from her facing Stephanie Vicker to fucking having her fight this fucking troglodyte.
And I love that word.
She can barely do any of the moves to her. and she already has an issue doing her finisher to begin with because it's too fucking complicated for her to grasp. Doing it on anybody. So yeah.
Yep. Dude, that was just like every spot that Mercedes tried to do coming off the top rope, Brandon fucking botched it. It was like, dude, it was out of position, didn't bump right, like was supposed to flat bumps to her knees. It made the moves look like dog shit. Because I think one of them was, didn't she go for a bulldog? Mercedes went for that bull. Looked, the whole match was fucking bad. Like,
that great. They shouldn't be working each other anyway.
The coke from Heat 3, man. The coke.
What did he say?
I heard Mone got pregnant during that match.
Just because Mone beat these people doesn't mean she's the greatest. It just means that she was booked to win. That's all it means.
It's all fake anyway.
He said this match was. He says the match was good. Like,
what the hell is that? You think grammar's a fucking joke, bud? got a comma, a period, or something?
Don't ever not end a sentence with punctuation in my chat again.
You just made the
Wow.
I don't even know who's
grammar Nazis.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Wait. You just made the list.
Again.
No,
where else the comments? Are you hiding some under the floorboards?
Dude, if you thought that Nyla
and
there's
Mercedes
no help for
Mone.
you. There's no help for you.
No, this like
his real name is Mark.
This is what I was talking about though, like with Mercedes and Stephanie. Like Stephanie fucking carried her to a really good match. Like if that's not obvious now, like you're fucking Helen Keller. Like you're over there going one deal with you, one it's water. I mean, just motherfucker, call the motherfucking miracle worker. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, goddamn. Jeez. Like you need help, bro. Like that's not a good match.
Bro,
it wasn't.
You need help, bro.
Wait, hang on. I'm not a buggy whipped arm motherfucker from Brooklyn, but bro, let me tell you something about a good match, bro. When I won the WCW World Title, bro, I was more over than 80% of the roster, bro.
This is why nothing will ever change in AEW because you have people like this who think that is good.
Well, that's the problem.
Well, it's not good.
No, and you have, but the thing is, you have people from inside.
Followed an hour-long fucking, probably 5-star fucking match for sure.
Yeah.
That's a tough act to follow as it was.
Well,
that just made it worse.
It's an easier act to follow if you book 2 competent workers instead of a half of a competent worker. And that there was 2 people in that fucking match.
Yep.
Yeah.
This guy. Like himself. Oh.
Nyla's better than
I love it. I love it from the guy.
How many stars do I give Savage and Steamboat?
Jeez.
0, because if fucking Hogan and Andre weren't there, they wouldn't have fucking seen it. Nobody would have seen the match.
Yep. Yeah, that was Hogan and Andre sold that card. It was a fucking that's a fucking one of the best matches ever. But yeah, if it wasn't Hogan and Andre,
it was way better than Hogan and Andre, but nobody would have been there to see it. If
no,
you need a main draw to get people.
Yep.
To give a shit.
And that right there is how you get matches like Too Cold Scorpio and Chris Benoit at Super Brawl 3. Is still to this day one of my fucking favorite matches ever. It is a goddamn 19-minute and 59-second fucking clinic. It is. And those two had amazing chemistry. And the chemistry in the ring is something that Mercedes does not have with many people. She doesn't. She doesn't have good ring chemistry with people. Charlotte and her did because they worked enough to where Charlotte could fucking carry her. And I'm not marking for Charlotte Flair. I'm not. But she's a really good fucking worker, and
Facts are
she
facts.
knows
Look who her dad is.
exactly.
Yeah, she's got
But-
pedigree.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So you can put a worker that's a subpar worker. Charlotte, Charlotte, the old saying, she could have a 5-star match with a broomstick. Well, that's what she's doing with Mercedes because she's basically built like a fucking broomstick, So Stephanie carried her. I mean, so this match, it just exposes her. Like, to me, that's how I look at it. It exposes her more so than she already has been. And everybody knows, but now it's on Front Street because people were going to be watching this for now. I want to see how the ratings, if they dipped off after that match. I'm sure there was a decline because you go right from that into the fucking, well, you had the Swerve. There was a Swerve promo in there too. I missed that.
with the Acclaimed and Mark Briscoe. The Acclaimed basically joined Blood and Guts match for Team AEW.
After that, you went to the Young Bucks. So I guarantee you there's a drop off there because they're ratings killers. They are. They're not team ratings. They're ratings killers. You know, it's just fucking
Your team shit stick.
I remember doing the fucking back that was it was like I said 2016 2017 when I kind of came across them because everybody be talking about it. I was like, who the fuck are the Young Bucks? Like, 'cause I didn't watch Ring of Honor really, and it's like pulling clips online and it's like
TNA when they were like Generation B, and I'm just like, these are the most fake ass Hardy Boys I've ever seen.
That's why they're called the Hardly Boys.
Yeah, I love Cornette calls them the fucking Hardly Boys.
They weren't born boys.
Yeah, they look like my cousins that transitioned.
Well, they dressed them like the early Hardy Boys when they first. When they were
Isn't one of them Cream and the other one Puff?
Yeah, they did too. They had the kind of the Hardy.
I thought it was Cup and Cake.
Pretty much. So this let's see. Wait. Mercedes stole Britt's finish. She had the glove that said CEO on it, and she couldn't put the glove on right. The glove didn't fit, so she must have quit.
That shit was press on nails.
That's Mick Foley's finish.
Yeah. Yeah, see.
And then Brandon got hungry when she was putting the move on her and bit her fingers. So then she turned it into her whatever her stupid finisher submission is.
It used to be called the bank statement. I don't know what it is now. It's like the
infected STD gas.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right.
Like her.
Wow. Sucks. Look, if it comes down to smash or pass with her, she's hot.
Smashing.
Like, she's hot.
No, I meant wrestling wise.
I didn't say I never said she's hot. She's fucking she's good looking. I mean, and
she is a crystal freak, so
I was gonna make of course she is. It's like that meme I shared with Wanda and Vision where they're doing the thing like this, and it's like when you pretend to be into that weird shit because you're trying to smash one of those crystal chicks.
Not Wong.
But hi, Ada Wong. Ada Wong. But I'm gonna wear I need to pull the Raiden hat out again, boys. I gotta bring that down here for next Monday night. I'll bring I haven't wore the Raiden hat in years. I'll bust that out of retirement.
Been a minute.
So, yeah, this match was a snooze fest, but yeah, like I said, you can't put these two up after an hour-long fucking match of the year candidate, probably.
Oh yeah.
Then we had the Timeless Tony Storm segment that wasn't a Timeless Tony Storm segment because Mariah May played it perfect and looked fucking.
I didn't know until she started talking.
Yep, I didn't realize it.
I noticed down the ring, but it took me a while because at first I thought it was Tony. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, wait a second.
She fucking kayfabe me.
Yep.
Fucking kayfabe me on that one.
It all boils down to the nose.
Oh, trust me, I know.
What exactly are you referring to there?
Yeah,
Mr.
what is it you're insinuating there?
I don't have a problem with it. I like chicks with big noses, but yeah.
Did you say you like shiksas with big noses? I do as well.
Chris, if you had a shiksa, yeah,
Are you not entertained?
Wait, the bad apple should be TNT champion. Wait, who's TNT champion?
That's Duke, whatever.
Yeah, that's Creighton Duke.
Yeah,
Brian
Creighton
Keith.
Duke.
Creighton Duke.
I don't know. No,
I can't even remember his real name.
His real name.
Craven the Hunter. What's the guy?
Right.
You know,
That's what I was saying.
It's Craven the Hunter if Marvel race swapped him.
Downs and a big nose? Question mark. God damn.
So wait, who's the TNT champion right now? Because that was the belt that Edge had.
It is Jack Perry. He's the TNT champion. Remember, he won the ladder match at Forbidden Door.
He did. Yeah, give the belt to Creighton Duke. Can he just use a spell from the Necronomicon and send Jack Perry to hell with his dad?
He has Jason teleport in and kill Jack Perry. And he joins his father. And then Creighton Duke uses the Necronomicon to resurrect his dead father and have him replace him as a wrestler.
But instead, Jason teleports in and just murders all of them.
Yes.
Like Zoink Scoob.
So yeah, it was
brutal. All excited.
So the Mariah May cut a really good promo, though. She did. She cut a fucking fantastic promo. Came across really well. She played the whole thing leading into Wembley. I think that'll be a good match. Draven,
I agree.
The
only thing that's missing is we need some Mina thrown in here too.
Yeah, I do miss Mina Shirakawa because she's fucking hot. I mean, that works for me, brother. And I'm not even a weeb, you know.
Yeah,
that's
look at these things. Look at them.
I don't work in the tech industry either.
How could you not want more of this?
Enhance Quadrant Draven.
How could you not want more of these on your team?
Yeah, anybody else hear the Miami Vice theme song when they see those?
Yeah. The bongos. This is the bongos.
Yeah,
I've been waiting on this feeling for all my life.
I'll take a tub of those Crockett's. So that was, like I said, this sets up for All In. And that only leaves us with our main event, which is champion versus champion. Okada versus the AEW World Champion, Swerve Strickland. And
Swerve.
Swerve again. Swerve's carrying Okada in this match because I can do the Swerve tap. Hang on,
tap, please.
Let me get my Swerve tap.
Yeah, he had to Swerve had to slow down for Okada and
catch him. Yeah,
Okada is supposed to be this fucking
Mysterio,
really good wrestler, and I don't see it.
There's my Swerve tap right there.
Not tonight, Raven.
Yeah, exactly.
They just when they did that photo, they just blackfaced me and put the beard and Swerve's hair on me. It's like we're like twins, dude. It's fucking eerie, bro. Like we look a lot alike.
Separated at birth, man. It's just like
I'm gonna ask my dad. Is there something you didn't tell me?
The dad from Bel Air. You ever watch that fucking dramatic Bel Air show? You remind me of a white version of that.
I reviewed that fucking.
Yes, he reminds me of a black version of you, probably.
Everyone's like, if you just paid Etep in blackface, he's the dad from Bel Air. What?
You guys
I'm
even
not
talking
Jimmy
to
Kimmel. I'm not Jimmy Kimmel. So yeah, Draven, you're right. Swerve had to this match never got into the next gear because Okada doesn't have more than one gear. This was a pickup truck in a Ferrari in a race is what it was. And it just, yeah. How much is Tony?
What's that? I don't know if it was last week or I don't know. There was a match recently too where somebody that was fighting them, they literally had to slow the fuck down to even
hang on.
Do anything.
I have the official notepad here. I have to go.
I don't remember.
There's so many fucking shows I've written reviews on.
Because that's another issue with AEW. A lot of the shit is just forgettable, week to week.
Wait,
there's nothing that's oh man, that was.
This is from where the fuck is the one with the Danielson match?
They got a few. What do you call them? they got a few things that sparkle a little bit, but like, yeah, there's so many that just drop the ball and like just fall flat, and like you said, half the time the storylines go nowhere. And
it's like back in the day. Like if I think back to stuff that was great back in the day, do I remember the match, or do I remember the story that was surrounding that match?
Yeah,
I'm gonna remember the story that revolves around that match, not the actual match itself.
Yeah.
Except for when Kurt Angle broke his tailbone and almost killed Shane McMahon. I mean, come on.
Yes, unless it's something like that, or it's like something so over the top that you're not gonna remember, like Hell in the Cell with fucking Mick Foley and shit. Like those are moments that are like huge that you're gonna remember.
Oh hell yeah.
Those are most certainly words.
Those
together well.
Wait, I gotta hang on. I gotta do a Vince Russo, bro. Hang on, bro. Okada alleged. I don't know what you're saying, bro. I can't read it if I don't understand it, bro.
I think you need to get
Adam Squawking.
Get your logo there. Okada's Grundle.
Super. Where's Okada's? Hang on, it's right here. Hang on. Let me go over here. There it is, right here. Here's Okada's Grundle. There you go. Ah. No,
Okada might be a legend in New Japan, but over here I'm not seeing it. And he was in TNA back in the day, and he was a blip there, and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
what Draven was saying. I know Pete hates him. I was talking to you guys' chat on Monday, and he fucking hates Sandman. But Sandman told me, he's like, nobody's ever gonna fucking remember what you guys do in the ring. He's gonna, they're gonna remember the story that led up to it, the story that followed it. They're gonna, they might remember a couple things from the match. They're gonna remember the finish, but the fucking story overall. And that guy made a lot of money just fucking telling stories. Like, he can't work for fucking shit. Like, let's be honest. Like, the dude can't.
No.
All I could think of was the guy you powerbombed that wasn't expecting it.
The funny thing is about the title issue with
who'd you powerbomb?
Ken. Remember Ken? He didn't know he was. Remember when we went out?
Oh, the red-haired guy.
Yeah, the little short fat fucker. He didn't know he was taking a powerbomb.
We worked with him. No, I don't even remember working with this guy. I don't remember ever touching that guy.
He lost him. He lost a fucking.
That's for legal reasons.
You didn't do anything. You, and Brandon walked down to the ring, and he was already laid out, and we went to like help him up, and I picked him up, and I told him, and I just called it right there. I said powerbomb, and he said what? And I picked him up and just fucking dropped him. It got cut. It got cut from the fucking taping because it was an in-between segment, and John was complaining about us running over.
Fuck that whole roster. By that time I said we were drunk. We were fucking drunk, and guess what? We sold like $250 worth of t-shirts, and you guys made $5 for your shitty fucking match that we carried. So fuck you.
Yep.
Your whole roster.
We fucking. I was drunk about every time we fucking wrestled. What do you?
No, I remember there was a match, and they're like, and we weren't even drunk really that match. I think we had like a drink before. It was like a fucking
shit faced.
It was like a fucking 4-way tag team match.
Yeah, it was the four corner. It was one of the four corners matches they stuck us in.
They're like, we hit you, and fucking you guys didn't sell because you hit like a bitch.
Yeah,
that's why we didn't sell.
Yeah, like fucking like that's what I liked about like working when we I hated splitting Rick Cartier out of our stable, but when we got to do shit with him, it's like if Rick is gonna hit you, he fucking throws live rounds. Like Rick works snug. Like Rick works really snug with his shots, which is always nice because it looks so much better than a punch that is a fucking baby, like a baby slap. It's fucking. Yeah.
Oh, I love Rick. There's a lot of people I like on it. There's people in that match I fucking like. I like Will.
Yep.
Fucking Will was just up here a few months ago. I fucking love Will.
Yep. Fuck yeah, we after that last show, we went to his house that night and stayed there before we went down to fucking MWO. Yeah, Will's been on the fucking channel. Will was on years ago. Yeah. Me, Will, and Jared did a fucking wrestling gimmick for a little bit, like fucking 3 or 4 years ago. But now that I've completely lost my place in the notebook here.
So Manliness says AEW has 56 wrestlers and 57 titles. The funny thing is about the title thing that everybody complains about. AEW actually has like a couple less titles than Fed.
I want to talk about that because I think we touched on it briefly Monday, but I'm not sure. But Swerve goes over here. Swerve goes over in this match. There was no fucking question that was going to happen. You know, they've already done everything they can to bury him as champion.
Well, it was a DQ. He didn't win.
It was a DQ. I'm sorry, because there was outside interference. There was
the Young Bucks came in.
Yeah, the Young Bucks ran in. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Bucks ran in,
and then everything devolved into Team AEW versus Team Elite for setting up Blood and Guts.
Wow!
And they dropped the crow from the rafters.
So
you hate my existence.
WO Sting fell from the rafters like Owen.
Was it Bill Skarsgård that's playing the crow this time? Yeah, Bill Skarsgård came in and he tried to look tough, but he weighs 130 pounds. And I guarantee you the sheer weight and volume of the ink in his tattoos is greater than his body weight. I'll put money on it. But no, so this was all leading to Blood and Guts next week. Big schmaz. Yeah, I mean, the main event could have been, if it wasn't the world heavyweight champion, it could have been the opener.
Yep.
But you can't do that to Swerve. You've already fucked this guy around enough. And you guys know I'm a fucking fan of his. I like Swerve. I just hate the way he's been booked as champion.
They throw against MJF. Who are you going to root for?
I'm rooting for MJF.
It's going to be a fucking fantastic match, but I gotta say MJF would go over in that because it's MJF, and I love Swerve, but at the end of the day, who's going to draw more money? MJF. You want to draw money. You want them big fucking ratings. That's your guy right there. That's your golden ticket.
He was the only thing that made AEW tolerable before it turned into gay EW.
Well, that whole Adam Cole storyline fucking massacred all his momentum, everything.
Well, they didn't have anybody for him to work against, so that was a problem. And they threw it on Joe, and they never should have thrown it on Joe. I'd have rather seen him and Swerve go at it, or have him go out with the injury, just drop the title. He didn't need to lose. You know what I'm saying? He was already hurt. He did that shitty gimmick. That was the only reason that it was any good was him, though. So I can't stand Adam Cole.
No, Adam Cole is just he looks.
That's bad. The thing. We were talking about this.
He looked good when he was in NXT.
Yeah, when he was in NXT, not anymore.
But the inconsistency of like things that they do. So when Punk was injured, they did the interim. They made an interim, and then when that person came back, they did it. So why are we not doing that with this? Like, why didn't we do that with MJF or if somebody else is out? And then when MJF was the ROH tag thing with Cole, he was able to substitute people or fight whoever it was by himself. But then they turn around and strip the titles from the Bullet Club, the trios, because Jay White is apparently injured, but I think it's a storyline. So it's like, why can't they substitute in Juice Robinson? Because they've done it before with other things. And they're like, we don't do that. And they even say it's storyline that, we don't allow substitutions. Like, motherfucker, like 6 months ago, you let substitutions happen. Like, how is this any different?
Funny in there, Draven. That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, they're having a match against the fucking patriarchy or whatever. Religion.
The Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
No, they're just the Bang Bang game. Fuck the scissors.
Just don't.
They should have never had them team together anyway, because they were supposed to go against the Kingdom. They had them team up and then split them up immediately to feud each other, which made no sense because they were supposed to team up to fight the Undisputed Kingdom and then never fought the Undisputed Kingdom. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Dude, this is again like we talked about good storytelling with the opening match and the Mariah May and Tony Storm thing, and then it devolves into just madness. You know, everything's a clusterfuck. You've got, like I said, you've got your ROH World Champion that's always on AEW TV. Why is it just?
I can't say if he's been on ROH because I'm behind on that since April.
And he very well could be defending the belt over there, but he should be on ROH. He's Ring of Honor champion. You should be on ROH TV. Like, I don't. That like I said, that's the one. That's one. Well, that's not
their pay-per-views coming up too.
What's that?
ROH. I think it's is that before Dishonor. I want to say.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't do the ROH stuff. I can't do the ROH stuff. No. But no. Fuck. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, the brand exclusivity between Dynamite and Collision and Rampage and Ring of Honor. Get rid of, like we said, get rid of Rampage. You could get rid of fucking Collision and nothing of value would be lost. The only thing is,
get rid of Ring of Honor.
And I saw somebody said that today on Twitter, and I'm like, that's not a bad idea. Just bury it. Just kill it.
You know what? Keep the title. Get rid of one of the other 67 titles. Have a Ring of Honor champion. Doesn't have to be the Ring of Honor World Champion. Just a Ring of Honor champion, and keep the memory alive, I guess.
Yeah, but you don't need to run Ring of Honor shows anymore. It's not Ring of Honor.
No.
See, I think they should do it like since the Fed has NXT as like their developmental, let Ring of Honor be a developmental, get rid of Rampage and keep Collision. And
why do they need a developmental when they have people I never fucking heard of on their main show every week instead of the stars they have signed? Where the fuck is Miro?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, and keep a dedicated roster of people, like, because NXT has their own dedicated roster, you know. So if they're gonna if you make ROH their developmental, you have a dedicated roster of like younger talent that nobody really knows, and have them build them up, and then once they're ready, then have them jump over to one of the others to fill in whenever there's somebody that might be injured or whatever. Because there's times where people their top guys are all injured, and it's like there's nowhere to go because they don't really have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a problem, man. I'm telling you, they need to do the guys are exclusive like it was originally supposed to be to each show, and WWE does that right. Your Raw rosters on Raw, your SmackDown rosters on SmackDown. There's very little crossover at this point. And that's the way it should be, because it really it makes the waters murky in terms of storytelling. It can really fuck up your
if they have a title, then I'm fine with them jumping from thing to thing, just because they because they're looking for challengers or whatever, type thing.
Yeah, but you got to keep your rosters. You got to keep them separated. I don't want to. No, not the Offspring, because they're douchebags now. But they are. They kick your was it the drummer? He's been with them. Well, they kicked out their one of the guys because never mind. We're on YouTube. I forgot. He wouldn't capitulate to the
I think I remember hearing about that.
The forced chemicals. So but no. So I talked about that. Now the AEW fans are just like,
but hold on, wait. They'd have to take off their mask before you could see them grit their teeth.
That's cool. That's cool, Chris.
I will pay you so much to go on a Jericho cruise and put that on a t-shirt.
God damn it.
Please.
This one?
Oh, no, the other one.
Both. You know what? Both. You put the Tony Khan one in the front, like on the pocket area, and then you put this one on the back.
You have to do it. You don't wear it day one, because obviously if you get on there and then they see it, they're gonna
wait until you're out into the ocean.
You're out in the ocean and then
on your way back. On your way back from whatever the fucking port is.
Yeah.
Take you off in the middle of the ocean.
Nope.
Holy shit.
So.
Oh God, but yeah, so the AEW's got a lot of issues right now, and I mean, like I said, tonight you got one good match, one okay match that ended, you know,
which is a shame too, because this is supposed to be their 250 episode, and it's like, yeah, you had one really good banger, but what the rest was just kind of filler.
It was. This was a filler show with a pay-per-view main event as the opening match.
Yeah.
Again, they
Wait, how many matches were there? Just the three?
Three.
Just three?
Three matches. Yeah. You know, and I'm a fan of quality over quantity, but we really didn't get. I mean, we opening
got quality
match
in the first hour.
Yeah, the first hour, absolutely. Yep. And then the rest of the show was just meh.
Yeah, it was same old.
The thing is, it didn't even feel like an hour. We looked up and like 40-something minutes had passed, and then we're like, "Oh shit, it's gone almost," you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Like that was, like I said, the pacing of that match was tremendous, but you've got two world-class guys in there, you know, doing the fucking damn thing. So that stole the fucking show, but there was nowhere to go but down from there after that.
Yeah, because how do you beat that?
You can't. Like I said, you can come out and put on a competent match in the spot after that, but that was Mercedes, Mone, and Brandon.
Yeah.
So you had no.
Yeah, I wish Hater was here, because you could have had Hater go
against. She's still injured?
I assume so. I don't know. I have a feeling she's going to come back at Wembley.
Was it her rotator cuff she injured?
It was something with her shoulder.
Fuck.
That's so difficult to come back from. Like,
if she was back, I would have had her fight Sasha tonight, and then that way, like, because she's like one of Britt's like goons or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, and then kind of like you could still, because they were gonna like have her at some point turn on Britt. At least it getting to that point before she was injured. It seemed that way, and then you could start, you know, planting those seeds of them finally fucking her turning on her.
You know who they should have brought in tonight to work Mercedes was it would have been really fun to watch this match, but Sexy Star. They should have brought her in.
Oh jeez.
Bring her and let her work Mercedes. Put her in an arm bar. No, she broke some chick's arm in the ring on purpose.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay,
she doesn't wrestle under that name anymore, but she still wrestles.
No, yeah, is she CMLL or something like that? Was she?
I don't remember.
I watched a couple of videos on her, and I can't remember where she went. But yeah they could have. They have.
Tessa's in CMLL.
What's Tessa is? Yeah,
Tessa is.
And I wonder if she's still pooping for pay.
That's who they could have brought over too to fight.
Yo, if I could, I would.
I'm not gonna lie, Tessa Blanchard's another one. She's fucking hot. Like I couldn't like look. I couldn't like it. Couldn't be face to face with her though. I'd be seeing Tully. Like it wouldn't work. like during sex, she's just like no, don't do that. Stop it. Like, do not hit me with a brain buster.
That's one of the 4 horsemen. You could do worse.
You're right. You're right. Like. I mean, out of all the 4 horsemen, I mean, let's see. You got Tessa Blanchard, Charlotte Flair, even Megan Flair, the one that's married to that big fat rhinoceros Conrad Thompson. You know her, and then you look over, you got Arn Anderson. I'm not banging Arn Anderson, son.
You have Rachel Ellering.
Well, Paul Ellering was never the 4 horsemen, but
I mean. If you're going older,
she signed with AEW. She signed a contract.
She's in AEW. She was on Collision this week.
Yeah, they said.
I was looking at pictures of her early, and she was thinner. I don't know if she had a kid or what, but she got put on weight.
Where was Statlander tonight? Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, right.
You know, I like Statlander.
She had a promo on Collision.
I like Stat, man. She's great in the ring and pretty much is great looking. But no, she cuts a good promo. Like, I like the deal with her and Stokely Hathaway right now.
Yep.
That's how they got that angle going. That is a perfect example of a good mid-card women's feud. And that brings me to I can't remember if it was WWE or AEW. I think it was WWE was talking about adding mid-card women's titles. I'm like,
yeah,
no, don't.
They're talking about tags and
like
they even mentioned
they've got
mixed tags as well.
That's gay as fuck. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. And I go back to Brian Cage putting over Tessa Blanchard and Jordan Grace going. It's
champs.
Well, that's cool. That promotion that nobody on a mainstream level up here watches can have their mixed tags because I don't ever see it. You know, unless that doesn't make sense. Like, because I've said those intergender matches are so stupid.
Yeah, because the dudes are fighting the dudes and the girls are fighting the girls. It's like there's no cross.
And
if
you're
never
never
gonna
have
them fight, they need to cross and beat each other all up.
Well, no, because the door only swings one way because the chicks would always be going over on the guys. And and I've said this a million times and I will say this forever. There's nothing that any male professional wrestler stands to gain from an intergender match. You win, you beat a girl. You lost to a woman. Even if it's predetermined, it still hurts your fucking character.
Yeah.
Yep. No win.
It's a lose-lose fucking situation. The only way I'll job out to a fucking female is if I'm paying her like $400 an hour in a hotel room and she want, you know what I mean? But
Jesus Christ.
Jennifer Thomas's session. I've been asked to do that, and I wish if my wife wasn't so uptight about it, I would. Because she asked me to be male talent, and she's like, "Do you want to get beat up by these hot chicks?" I'm like, "Fucking absolutely." Are you kidding me? But no, like I
wonder why she said don't.
As he's nodding his head up and down, and his wife's behind him, he's going, "No, you can't do that."
No,
you know, it's like, hold on a sec. He's like, hold on. I need to compromise with you. You told me no more wrestling, but this isn't technically real wrestling. This is a special thing where we need to help her grow her channel.
All I see is one of the session girls like has you in a headlock, and then your wife just comes in and just drops an elbow on your midsection.
That would be about it. She would be kicking me in the dick. I'm like, no, I didn't pay for this. I didn't pay for this.
Down out of the rafters.
She's like, you wanted it. This is a compromise.
Yeah, you're not the right one that's supposed to be. Never mind. But I digress. But no, adding mid-card women's titles is a bad move on WWE's part. And I would like to think with everything that they've been doing right,
that was the WWE that wanted to do that?
Hang on, let me pull the outline from the other night.
Oh,
okay.
I know AEW had mentioned
the mixed tag thing.
The mixed tag and the tag belts for females.
If AEW wanted to add women's tag titles, I would be okay with that because it's something else you can use as a storytelling device. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They need prompts to do that. And that is a good prompt for them to use.
There is they did at one point have a bunch of good, women that tagged all the time. Like, the Renegade Twins who had.
Yep. I remember them.
Tay and Anna Jay, Bunny and Penelope. Yeah.
Yep.
You had a bunch of people that tagged all the time together. So.
I will never forget being in Adam was there or Draven was there too in Indianapolis when we were walking down the street to what the fuck was that? That steakhouse. St. Elmo's Steakhouse. And I was recording over my shoulder and I'm like, oh look, there's Sammy Guevara and Tay Mello, and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. And they we messed with them. It's like, nah, man, we gotta go eat. And I messed with them the next day because I opened up for world-class bullshitters. So like only there was no people in there. It was just vendors. So yeah, that's when he was like, well, why didn't you? Because you were out with your wife. I go, honestly, we were on our way to St.
We should have asked them to
and I probably would have. They probably would have went to dinner with us.
I didn't have to fuck with you when you were, hope you guys had a good time in Indy, but yeah, we left you guys alone.
And that's what I said after I stopped the video. I was like, I ain't gonna go fucking talk to him. I was like, he's with his wife. She's fucking pregnant. They're out trying to just have a good fucking night. I ain't gonna fuck with him.
No, I mean, he was appreciative of it, but at the same time, very appreciative.
Yep.
But he's like, oh well, we put we just shot the shit with you guys, and cool people. But You know, again, he was a pretty cool dude when I talked to him that during the day in Booker and everything. So yeah, man, it was awesome though, because we did us though. We did what we always do.
Absolutely. But no, yeah, he's another one, man. He's honestly, kid's a fucking talented worker, and I know Vinny hates him, but Ricky Starks should go to WWE.
But Tony Khan wouldn't have nobody to blow cocaine out his asshole.
That guy, he's too injured. They don't want him because he's too injured. They said his neck, and I think that maybe his knee. There was two things.
He did have a neck issue in AEW. Then he was just doing promos and stuff for a while.
Yeah, he still
and
does.
He came back and was wrestling, but
they said it's a major injury he has that's persistent. So if he's coming in limping, they're not going to do much with him because he's got to put on a bunch of masks too in order to compete properly.
If he heals up, no, and that's another thing that gets me is like he'd be like a perfect he's a good mid-card guy over there. He could probably honestly, even with his size, because Ricky's about 220, 225 probably. Cody's only listed at 232, which I struggle to believe that he's 230. I mean, the guy's he's got
194.
What? Oh yeah, he's got to put on 25, 30
pounds. 6 foot apparently.
Yeah, he puts.
He's shorter than I am, and he was thinner than me. But he looks good for his size.
Yeah, but if the guy could get himself up to about at least 220, you get up to 220, 225 in that range, and look good. He's got all the talent and charisma to do some pretty good things, and I do see a really good upside to him. So you're missing him from TV. It's like this guy's injured, It's just another day.
We saw him before he got injured, mind you.
Yeah,
we saw him before that.
Yep. And him and Big Bill had a good. I like them as a tag team. They kind of played off each other well, and that's another guy that they're woefully misusing is Bill. That guy's so fucking talented. He's like Nash and Test combined. He really is.
I like him and Sammy together, or reminding me of Sean and Diesel together, or Sid and Diesel, with the sizes and the movement. And again, I like Sammy a hell of a lot better than other people they tried throwing Bill with, like the Enzo Amore fuck with.
Oh yeah, that wow. When they broke up as a tag team, it's like he got exposed quick, like Enzo, because he put him on 205 Live. I was still watching that at that point, and that went over like a fucking lead balloon. And he caught a case too, and he ended up being found innocent of that, didn't he? For the essay he got charged with. Yeah, those were bogus allegations. And then the guy, they never hired him back. Wait, did WB bring him back after that?
No, they fired him because he didn't report it, that he was being investigated.
Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember.
It's probably just an excuse to fire him. If they wanted to keep him, they would have.
Absolutely.
They'd have hit him like John Laurinaitis.
Given everything we know now. But yeah,
keep going. Keep going, Johnny Ace. I pooped on her head. Keep going.
The guy could fucking talk though.
Yeah, he was gold on the microphone, but he just couldn't work at all.
Yeah.
But no, Dynamite tonight was a very average show. It really was. Mm-hmm. Outside of the first hour being the match, it was a banger. It was a fantastic fucking match, dude. I got nothing but good things to say about that, and Osprey and MJF after that match. So I got what I expected. I didn't know they were going to go an hour, but I expected a solid 20.
You were a little surprised that they put MJF over, though, because at first kind of I could take the belt off of Osprey, because he just got the belt.
I wasn't, because they've been doing the whole story with him not wanting to use the Tiger Driver.
Yeah,
and that's been the deciding factor of him losing.
Well, for the people that don't watch it, when he was saying when Etep was saying that's what I meant though. Like for me, it makes sense because I don't watch this shit. Like I was lifting weights while you guys. I was laughing because I'm sitting there lifting 50 pounds, and Vinny starts going off, and then it's like, yeah, good luck lifting that. Sorry. No, it ain't your fault, man. It's my own fault for listening. But you're with your friends, you want to be there. I'm like, well, I'll just be on the phone. I can't see half of it anyway. I was having a good time, but
well, yeah, because if you take your monocle off, you'll shoot a laser beam through the fucking phone, and we can't replace
the earth, and then we're all fucked.
We don't have any more phones for Pop Cyclops in the budget.
Nope.
Can't take off any mall roofs,
No, he already used up all his phone money.
But yeah, that was AEW Dynamite tonight. Like I said, just a meh 250th episode.
You know what? What was Raw's that we watched? 30 years? And it was meh. Why can't they get anniversaries right?
It's all that build up for no delivery, Adam. It's a story of your sex life.
Damn.
That's what happens when you go after Down's girls, Draven.
That was more savage than me playing away Nancy Pelosi's ass.
Yeah.
How? What do you want here? I'll leave you guys with this. I'll remind you of a mug, Adam's favorite. Well, not Adam's, but like our favorite mug shorty from Monday. There you go, right there.
Oh God!
Yeah,
murder.
I want to look into your eyes when you're so.
Let me remind you. Yeah, she charged with murder for hitting her boyfriend with her car, dragging him 525 feet. And if you're watching and you came here for AEW and you're wondering what this is from this past episode of Monday Nitro on Monday, which we do every Monday, 8:35 Eastern here on the channel. And it's 2 hours. We do mug shorties. Sometimes we have Recast the Lead, which I surprised the guys with Ready to Rumble last week. Others we have Whose Wagon Is It Anyway? And then sandwiched in the middle is a whole bunch of wrestling talk. Tuesday Night Terror Vision with me and Mrs. Co-host Trina from Real Hara. At 8:35 on Tuesdays. This week we'll have a special start time, 8 p.m. Eastern, to accommodate our guest J-Man, and we will be reviewing Scarecrows. And no Dynamite next week because somebody's got to fucking work.
Sorry.
Way to go.
So that means you're off. So yeah, that means maybe movie watch party up for Patreon.
Yep, we'll do something. We could do a classic pay-per-view next week or something. No, you know what is done really well since we haven't done one in a while. We're gonna go back next Wednesday night. We're gonna bring back the late night drive-in, and we'll watch a fucking Andy Sedaris movie. I know it's wrestling with horror, but I love bullets and I love tits. So we'll watch an Andy Sedaris movie next Wednesday.
You had me at tits.
Yeah. This motherfucker. Every time I gotta work.
Well, that's what you get for having a fucking job where you got to work like that.
Yeah, do a better job.
We better fucking put that shit on a flash drive and send it to me.
I'll send you all the Andy Sedaris movies.
Yes.
Maybe not say that on the live stream.
There's a couple I missed.
I legally own copies of all of these movies. I legally own copies of all these movies. But no, you guys can join as a channel member on YouTube. $2.99 to be a Kazooian, $4.99 to be a Harvey Wakuian producer. And if you're a Kazooian, I literally send you a kazoo and a Pete Daddy Dollar trading card, which if you want, I'll send you a stack of them. You can prop up table legs and wobbly chairs with them, as I have a fuck ton of them, literally. So join there, or $2, as referee Corky Robinson used to say. There is a $2 brain buster tier on Patreon. You can join. That's patreon.com/wrestlingwithhorror420. And I'd like to thank our panel for being here. Links are in the description. Follow James. I'll have to add his in at Awful Wrestling X on Twitter for all your awful wrestling takes. And this has been AEW Dynamite, our live review, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Until the next time, I'm Etep Okuian from Wrestling with Horror. I said it right, Adam.
Yes, remember, you did.
It's always better to burn out than fade away. Did I hit the right? Where's the button? There it is.